This is Shorthammer. It is the 5th of November, 2019, and we are taking a look at Tesla. Now, this is on the 5-minute chart. And if you'll notice, these lines are lines that we've had on Tesla since last week. So nothing new. So if you looked at the previous Tesla video that I did, what I had were these lines that we had to watch, and these red lines were lines that we wanted to watch uh, for short setups. That's why they're red. So we would look for a push up here to get short, or break below here in a back test to get short on Tesla, depending on how it opened up. The reason we were looking for a short on Tesla is that they had news prior to market open that mentioned they were having, I think, an investigation into their batteries, and was there a defect in their batteries that was causing the cars to catch on fire. So when we had the selling coming in, I missed this initial entry, but what I was watching for was, what did they do around this demand level that we had, this green line we have across here that goes back to last Wednesday as a buy area. It actually goes back to before last Wednesday. And when we pushed down into here with strength, buyer stepped in. Your entry would have been right here on the back test above the buy line. And your stop would now be here at the low of day, this 309.27. So on this pushback over on the next candle, when we drive down above the demand area, you can choose to jump in there. Or if you want a patient entry, the patient entry is wait for this is a higher low, wait for the higher high. So you could technically wait for this candle here for your entry, but then your stop would still need to be below low a day. So you'd be looking for bearish candle formations below this green line. And your first scale out will be here at the main intraday. The next scale out will be here at the pre-market highs, and above that you can let it ride a little bit to see. We have another line here at 318.82 where you can also choose to exit. If you missed all those areas, once we pushed up here, a top was established. So on this pull down, we held this area here. This was like the 317.47. And you saw we held it here, went up, came back to it, held it here. And this next push up into this area, you can choose to try to fade to see if we'd pop the higher day on the second test. And that's a choice you have, but your stop would have to be right here around the 321 area. And the consolidation above here would be your exit. And down we went, and you'd exit here at the 318. So let me get to what we're looking for going into today. So today, what I want to look for is, do we pre-market pop this top? Yes or no? If we don't pop this top pre-market, do we retrace? And is there a dip buy opportunity at this level here at 315.76? At this level here, 313, 314-ish. So the reason why that would be interesting is we have prior consolidation here in the pre-market yesterday, and we want to see if we could have any type of pull down into this area here for a potential buying opportunity to at least retest these 318s. That's what I'll be looking for. I am now going to change the colors of these lines that were previously my areas to get short, to now green lines as my areas to look for demand. And that's how we do it. Each day I will change these lines as we go up or we go down, and change previous supply lines to demand lines, and previous demand lines to supply lines. But I'll be watching this on Tesla. And if we open this up a little bit further, we have more levels we can get through. And I am using Elise's power of pivots script to get my pivot lines. So I'm watching these levels, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. If we go above here, then I will definitely be watching this quarterly and seeing if we can get above that and get a squeeze here, or if we go back down. The news is bullish on the market. There are a lot of people trying to guess the top, but every time we turn around, whether it's the White House or it's China, they're putting out more positive press, more positive spin that's consistently squeezing the market to the upside. So we'll see if that continues, and keep an eye out for any rotations out of specific sectors as we are slightly transitioning. We're headed into the holiday season, so keep an eye on different tickers to see where the money is moving out of, where the money is moving into.